Hi, this is Tony Nasca with DubNet Software. We're here to introduce the newest addition to our software suite, the Duty Tariff module. The Duty Tariff module will let the system automatically calculate the tariff charges that the manufacturers are passing on to the dealership and then you want to pass on to your customers. We're going to demonstrate this module by bringing up a project. And you notice in this example here, we have notifier and we have silent night, and we actually have several sections of those particular components. So you can actually have the tariff at the bottom of the quote, or you can have it along the way if you want. Additionally, if you're using the change order module, the system works in that module as well. There are some setup things that need to happen. The first thing you want to set up is a U line to define the different manufacturers that are being tariffed. And you notice I've got notifier and its percentage and silent night and its percentage. The system has the ability to set up 10 duty tariffs. So you set the U line like so, and then you go ahead and add the tariff part number. So we've got a part number here called, and I bring that into the quote like so, and you'll notice it's specifically going to capture both notifier and silent night. You can actually separate this into two lines, one for notifier and one for silent night. But in fact, I think one part number is really all you need to do. And then I'm going to go ahead and copy this to the different sections of my quote like so. So now we're going to have a tariff breakdown for each section of my quote. Now on the actual part number itself, if we go to our inventory screen, there's a couple things you want to do there as well. One, you can turn off whether this is taxable or not. That can be controlled. You make it a billing item so it doesn't require any inventory. And you can also set different GL codes both for the sales side and for cost of goods and inventory if you want, so that it doesn't follow the normal hardware GLs when passing to accounting. In setup, we've actually set that part number here, and you notice on our GL tab, there's where our part number is set up so that it knows it's the part number to be used for the tariffs. If we simply hit retotal like so, you'll notice the system has calculated the tariffs. And I made the cost and the sell price the same because it is going to cost the project and you're going to sell it for that amount. I don't know that you're going to want to mark it up, so I made them both the same price. And notice there's no margin here. And you're basically done. So now the system has calculated the tariff, and I can come over here and print a proposal like so. You'll notice I've got my manufacturer's tariff spelled out like so.
We've made a change since the original recording. You'll notice on the first line we have a cost and a sell to be the same. We've added a new capability where you can specify no sell, and you'll notice what's happened here. There's no sell. And then you can also specify project markup, and it picks the markup from the project up to create the sell price. And you can also specify a different percentage on the line. So you see this case it created a 10%. In addition, when you go to print out a proposal, we did also notice that got rid of the specifications past the actual title. So now it just says tariff in this particular case, versus the on-screen editor has these other nomenclatures as to how it's to be used.
I've also built into the system a couple fail-safes so that if you've declared the tariff in the system and you go to print out a proposal, the system will tell you that you've not captured properly all the tariffs. And in fact, the same thing applies for if you try to exit the project, it'll stop you there as well. So you need to do one of two things here. You either need to disable the tariff functionality, which could be simply changing this to be an A line, like so, and now you can go ahead and print the quote without it, but of course that wouldn't make sense because you're trying to capture the tariffs. And similarly, you can exit the system without being prompted that you haven't dealt with the tariffs properly. And then when you're ready to finish this quote, you go ahead and make this a U line like so. And then you'd have to go ahead and put that part number in the quote like this. And I'll just again copy my prior quote like this, copy and paste like so. And then I simply hit retotal, and now the tariffs are properly calculated like that. So there you go. There's our duty tariff module ready for use. Of course, you'll need to be on the latest copy of the project system in order for that module to become available. Feel free to call DovNet Software Sales for pricing on this module. Thank you very much.